Disclaimer: the following film is an artistic and experimental work of art. Watching this film may cause some individuals to die of cringe, and others may develop autism. None of the events portrayed in this film are real, and the use of VFX, SFX, audio, and vocal generation were all used to tell a story of a fictional time during a fictional war. With that out of the way, I hope you all enjoy the film.
Hello, this is Rem for the Autistic Press, and I am right now in the NATO headquarters where NATO has just taken a foothold into Yugoslavia and is trying to push their way deeper into the Soviet-held lands by the first establishing command here in the nation of Yugoslavia. They've taken this prison system, and if they're able to control and continue to hold this prison system, they will be able to take a foothold in Yugoslavia and potentially further deeper into Soviet-controlled regions. So I'm going to try and push past this crack-controlled area and get to the Yugoslav-controlled areas to try and integrate with the Yugoslav People's Army and see how they're handling things on their end. And we'll see whether or not NATO will be able to push into the Yugoslav region deeper and get a better foothold here in Yugoslavia. The Autistic Press, out.
After establishing their base in the prison, NATO attempted peace talks with the Warsaw Pact. However, the East Germans and Soviets would not accept anything other than a full withdrawal of the NATO forces.
We will not let NATO come close to our motherland. Leave, you pig!
On the other hand, the Yugoslavs chose to remain neutral for now. This has worked greatly in my favor, as it has given me an easy way to move between the NATO base and the Soviet foothold.
Cover me back. RPG! Get run!
I will fuck you up personally!
NATO, get off Yugoslavia's lawn! It's all around me! Relax. I'm not looking to fight you guys. I want to talk to you. What is your business?
Peace. We want to put an end to all this fighting.
Confront! Can you send out your leader so that I can speak with him? No! You will not see the leader. You will talk to me. What do you want? Just want to reassure you, we're not here to fight you guys. You came over here, and you and the dirty communists, you start fighting on my lawn. You shoot up my building.
Well, I think you'll find it's in all our best interests if we stop these communists. The only reason that we're here is because they're here.
They're here because you're here. Why are you here?
You can point fingers all day, but that's not going to change the fact that they're still going to try to blitz their way through this town. And they don't care if they do it peacefully or with fire.
Interesting.
We're the ones who are interested in peace.
Are you sure? Who shot our building?
Oh, shot in
They were
front.
here to stop.
Who shot that, though?
They were shooting at
We are
us.
communists.
Side note. I have it on good authority that you have encircled this area. You are
That's correct.
trespassing on Yugoslav territory. Your very presence here is questionable at best. Your intent of peace, even more so.
Let us fight with you guys.
No, we're not friends yet.
Well, you have my assurances that we will not engage on any Yugoslavians unless we are fired upon. That's not what we want. We don't want any more enemies in this, any more than you do. All right, thank you very much. You have a good night. Martial out, brothers.
How has your night been so far? Anything exciting happen?
It's pretty typical Army stuff. We like to hurry up and wait.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I was just over at the Yugoslav camp, and they seem very interested in speaking with NATO. Do you know if the NATO commander is willing to meet with the Yugoslav leader?
I don't make that call. I'm just a PFC.
Okay, I'll just let your commander know that the Yugoslav leader does wish to speak to the NATO commander, as they have an offer to discuss with NATO at this current time.
Hey, we got anybody with comms?
Each on our each.
NATO command.
We don't have comms with company right now.
Company comms are having issues.
Okay. They said the Yugoslavs want to talk to NATO command and strike a deal.
I know that your captain was back at UHQ as of 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And he said he was on
4510.
Yeah.
4510.
We don't have access to a radio here.
Yeah.
So as of right now, are you all in need of getting past the Yugoslavs in order to push deeper to take out the communists?
Yes, we need their
Gotcha.
position.
have fun with the camera crew. Get my
Yugoslav leader, I was just at the NATO camp, and I have obtained intel that the Yugoslavs may find useful.
What do you want? Money? Money?
Money shall do. Thank you very much.
What do you got?
I have obtained info that the Yugoslav position is hindering NATO's attempts to move forward to take the Soviet positions. And they do not intend on honoring their promises to not attack the Yugoslav position. They will take this position at all costs.
Thank you for this intel. We've been on high alert all day. We are aware of their movements. Based on this intel, I will give orders if we come into any contact or if they are spotted in our positions, we are going to be opening fire. As of right now, me and my men are currently very exhausted and stretched thin. We are sending more men out to re-establish comms with Warpact to coordinate because we need support.
Glad to be of assistance.
svet teroristi, umorne ruke, treba se slama, sada me guste, ne znam više šta je tama. Svaka stopa je kao rana nova, dok NATO i soneti ruše sve do snova. Krv i prašina, sve je to što znam, brat protiv brata, a ja sam sam. Uzeli su mi snove, uzeli su mir, i sve što je ostalo je ovaj surov vir. Gledam, nebo se lomi, u očima mojih drugova samo boli. Svi smo mi samo figure u igri, zaboravljeni, ostavljeni da umremo brzi. Prašina, sve je to što znam, brata, ja sam sam. Uzeli su mi snove, uzeli su mir, i sve što je ostalo je ovaj mir. Možda ću stati, možda ću pasti, ali sve mir neće svanuti. Krv i prašina, to je sve što mi preostaje. Dok svet gori, a mi tonemo dublje dalje.
During the Yugoslav push forward to try and force NATO back, the Yugoslav forces took a prisoner in hopes that they could extort info out of him.
We had them. I don't know. I have better way of wasting NATO, man. We waste him with beef.
You were a fucking toilet to us. Hey, I got this shit.
Oh my God, send him back, duct tape. Wait, in accordance with the Geneva Convention. Fuck the Geneva Convention. I have an idea. We make him into a walking bomb.
We need to get different clips, because I have a scan.
No. New York, suck my cock.
Do these numbers mean anything to you? 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Blink once if you understand what I meant.
You answer our questions, yes?
What is your favorite color?
What is your quest? What is thy quest? Who won the World Series in September of 1986? He's not really from Brooklyn! He's not! Look, it's your buddies!
They have sent expensive hardware just to get blown up to try to save you. Here's Commando!
Somebody!
What he said? You're gonna return him.
Remember, we treated you well. Shoot him!
Well, it is the Autistic Press here, and today we have a pretty good firefight. Yugoslavia pushed into the NATO headquarters. They were able to take them out for the most part, and then NATO pushed in with full force and took out Yugoslavia and the supporting Soviet group that was with them. And yesterday, we had a pretty crazy firefight where I fed NATO incorrect information, and they pushed forward, and the East Germans were hiding along the roadside waiting for them and killed all of NATO. So the Autistic Press was able to successfully cause a firefight for the funsies. I shall continue to stay integrated with the Yugoslav forces and see how this war continues to pan out. And maybe I'll continue to try and help them with their war crimes just for funsies. They did capture a member of NATO today, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, I did have to release them. I wasn't able to catch the details as to why they had to release them, but they ended up having to send him back to the NATO headquarters. I was hoping they would execute him because that would be fun. Well, that's today's report, and for yesterday as well.
In the shadows we march as one, East German soldiers under red sun. In these tunnels cold and deep, where NATO hides and secrets keep. Our wood is clear, take the fight. Allied with Soviets in the night. But something whispers, something stirs, in the darkness blurred, unheard. Cold War dreams now turn to fire, but the dead don't rest, their time's expired. Every footstep, every breath takes us closer to their death. Steel and fierce Soviet pride, but the ghosts, they never choose a side. In the dark we stand and stare, fighting wars that aren't there. Ghosts of the tunnel haunting our fight, lost souls in shadows never in sight. East meets the west in the black below, but the war's been fought long ago. Ghosts of the tunnel calling our names, history's echoes and nothing's the same. We're not alone in this endless maze, the past and the present. Fate tonight. East German soldiers lose the fight, not to NATO's force or fire, but to the ghosts in war.
Line them up! Hey! We have to come over here first.
Who was it you just lit up with?
Prisoners.
It was NATO with our prisoners.
No, we have a prisoner. We need medical supplies. Can you provide?
Da, where's the prisoner?
Hey, wir haben zwei, nur nicht nur eins.
3. We'll get 5, but we want Doug. We want Doug as a prisoner. 10 minutes.
How about 4?
4 and you get Doug.
Two for each.
4, and a cigarette.
Who has a cigarette?
Und Bundeswehrsoldaten.
Herr Heinrich. Where's the prisoners?
Okay, I'll bring them.
We're just waiting for no reason.
Maybe the real prisoners were the friends we made along the way.
We're all prisoners of our own volition.
Here can be.
We all live in a kingdom of our own design, yeah? Holy
Aye.
Oh, it's
I
was taking a shit.
No! How many for Landrix?
That will cost you 20.
I will gladly pay it.
All right, here, come and see.
Pizza sign. It says exit.
The Warsaw Pact was lunch. Yeah, that's good. So,
Well, we're back after another battle. So we had some interesting times this time as we went ahead and went to the tunnel system to invade NATO's barracks. And then the East Germans threw a bunch of propaganda into their barracks for the funsies. And then we rushed out, hit their main headquarters, and everyone died. That pushed NATO back and kept them back into their headquarters. And so that pissed off NATO, and NATO wanted to get out and actually do something to retaliate against that particular invasion. So NATO decided to do their own counteroffensive and push up on the Yugoslav headquarters. And I was given the task of manning one of the machine guns, and I was loading kill a few of them. I was chilling out, I saw some dude, didn't know if it was a civvy, didn't know if it was a NATO guy, and I just shot him for funsies. And now the Warsaw Pact is planning on pushing into the NATO headquarters and taking everyone out. So, we'll see how that goes. I think it should be fun. The Autistic Press, out!
Caught between the giants fight, NATO pushes from the west in might. Eastern flies the red bear's hand, but we stand to protect our land. Soviet force behind our lines, NATO eyes, broken minds. A battle for what? A throne of light. While we the people pay NATO brings. Of the destruction their fire sings. The Soviets dare. They think we'll just get there. We're not your buffer, not your shield. This land is ours and we won't yield to the wars of empires out of reach. We die on the beach before we're beach. Stuck between the giants' greed. Yugoslav soldiers forced to bleed, fighting for our homes and pride, while they tear the world apart outside. East or west, it's all the same. To them we're just a pawn in the game. And there's only fear.
Can I get a grenade over here?
Screams for the Eastern Gate, but it's our brothers who meet this fate. The Soviets hide behind the line, watching us die one at a time. And yet we stand for who we are, caught in the crossfire of their war. Stuck between the giants, Yugoslav soldiers forced to bleed, fighting for our homes and pride, while they tear the world apart outside. It's all the same. To them we're just a pawn in the game. No flags of freedom, no banners of peace, just the sound of guns that never cease. In Yugoslavia we fight and fall for a future that may not come at all.
Get off the stairs.
How close? Which building, left or right?
Seconds till our left by the entrance B block. Watch out.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they're on the right side of the building.
Hey.
Well, NATO just came into our building and killed everybody, except for me, because I'm press. So I'm still alive, but everybody else is dead. The Yugoslav building is now under control of NATO, and they're using this as a way to try and push deeper into the Yugoslav territory and try and root out the Soviets that are currently in place, including the East Germans. So we'll see how successful or not they are with that. Maybe the Soviets can push them back, and then the Yugoslavs will come back and take back control of this building. And if that happens, they'll go ahead and push towards the NATO building and try and get them out of Yugoslavia. That's all for now. Autistic Press out.
Importantly, the world at large of socialism is watching us! Hold on. Go forward and drive the invaders from our lands! Not only shall we break the Not only shall we break their grip on this land, but we shall march into their capitals! We shall drive them before us and hear the lamentations of their women! But what about our 401ks? We'll deal with that later.
Yeah, we need to I mean, we've got. No. Piece of wall. Whoa! We're so back, boys. We're so back.
There isn't one there. It's that way. There's an exit that way.
Occupy this order or this building. Well done. You have secured us the strategic objective. Well done to yourselves. Everybody give up applause. Stop! What happened here earlier?
The Frenchies?
No. Already, this whole building's collapsed. It puts warheads on foreheads. Okay. Briefing. No, it's okay. It's a mistake. I'm just putting it out there so we don't have this happen again, right? Because we're all fucking professionals. Right? Yeah. Right! We're not a bunch of ragtags. We're a bunch of fucking professionals, except that guy. That's Farmer Joe right there. All right. Your briefing right now. Hold the fucking line. This building is going to net us. Our reinforcements are only 1 hour behind. We have to hold here and get them through the pocket. They get through this pocket, we hold this building, we are out of Bosnia. Hurrah! Hurrah! But we have to survive long enough for our reinforcements to reconnoiter here and push into Serbia. Hold it to the last man, to the last bullet, to the last medical equipment, to the last machine guns. You will put your lives for the greater Soviet Union. Hoorah! Hoorah! Now get back to your positions. Woo!
This is Yugoslavia.
Welcome, our communist brothers. You're now brotherhood and unity.
So while the Yugoslav building got taken over by NATO, Warsaw Pact was able to take over NATO's building. But it's very convenient because now all Warsaw Pact now controls the prison area. And because Warsaw Pact successfully controls the prison area, if they're able to hold it, they will be able to force NATO out of Yugoslavia. So this will likely be the last and final battle and will determine who will be able to take control of this region of Yugoslavia. And if NATO are able to take this position, then NATO will be able to have a strong foothold in Yugoslavia and continue to push into the nation. So with that, Autism Press out.
За Родину! За Вестра! За победы! Ура!
To hear so many twisted war, the prison walls became on fire. They all thought they had their claim, but under fire they felt on flame. place. But it's too late, now they must bow to the Soviet state. Each soldier
Stupid! All you had to do was accept our imperialistic capitalism. Get away from us, proletarian pig! Back off, I'll do it! We're the good guys, we are the best country on earth, America! This is what Americans do!
And with that, Yugoslavia was saved from the NATO onslaught. The remaining of NATO was sent home, or perhaps they were executed if the Yugoslavs were feeling fun. And so ended the Red Divide.
We did it!
We did it! We saved the city!
We did it, everyone! We
saved
saved
the
the
city.
city is now safe again. I can't wait to see how much we're friends with Bosnia in a few years.
The night like they just don't care. We want to fight, the Cold War's gone hot. Now we're owning the floor. NATO's forgot. Sentence are pumping, the lights so bright. Victory sweet on this wild, wild night. From Berlin to Belgrade, the beat's so strong. Soviets and comrades, we dance till dawn. Disco in the east, we've won the fight. Warsaw Pact grooving in the neon light. Raise your glass, toast to the day. NATO's gone, we've had our way. Missiles flew, but now we groove. Tanks roll in sync, we're in the mood. From Moscow's heart to East Berlin streets, we march to the rhythm, feel the beats.
headquarters.
A what? A Gerber. Go A Gerber next.
Gerber what?
Right, guys.
No.
Give peace a chance. I'll make a peace sign.
We do the opposite way.
All right, thank you guys.